Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? I hope this finds you well. I hope that everybody's staying safe in the quarantine and staying out of trouble and wearing your masks if you can stand them. I went out the other day. I had to wear a damn mask. About drove me nuts. But, I guess it's all in what you get used to.
I get mask envy when I go out. I wear the full woodworking respirator with the vapor, the high-end vapor filters on the front.
I just want to wear my Halloween mask. I figure that'll keep people away from me.
I wouldn't stop you from wearing that. Hi, Brenda G.
Hi, Matt Haas.
How are you?
The Jackrabbit.
Oh, we're good over here. See, here's my little friend.
There's a little rabbit.
There's rabbits all over my house. My last name translates to rabbit in another language. So, yeah.
Well, Lord have mercy. What a week this has been. Hasn't it been like a month long?
Oh, my gosh. What they said last month had 97 days in it.
Yeah.
Was the joke. And this month, the same.
I think this one's had 197 in it. This is the last day of the month. Tomorrow we're going to roll over into May.
I know.
Good gravy.
Can't be soon enough. Let's get this month over with.
Oh,
it's rainy.
Man.
It's cold.
The whole year. I think we just ought to recall 2020.
Someone said, this is the timeline of events. Harambe died, the gorilla that they put down, and then the world went to blank.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yep. It's been all heck, HE double chopsticks after Harambe.
Yep. Lord have mercy. Well, I'll tell everybody in case they haven't heard what happened to me. I started out, I had a candida attack, or candida, or however they pronounce that. It's a yeast infection in your bloodstream. And if that wasn't bad enough, I decided in my infinite wisdom the other day to go out and clean out my van. And it wasn't going to take me very long. It wasn't too dirty, but I just had some things in there that I need to get straightened up. And I noticed as I went out that the neighbors was burning some trash out there. And I thought, well, it was some kind of yard waste or something, looked like leaves and stuff. And I didn't pay much attention to it. And I went ahead and was cleaning out the van. That smoke was heading right for me. So I just kept working a little harder because I didn't want to get that smoke all over me, and be smelling like a fire pit. And didn't take too long after I come in the house to realize that they had more burning in that than some old leaves. They had some poison sumac or something in that. And I'm really allergic to that. And my face started swelling up, and my eyes started swelling up, and my nose and my mouth went to itching. The inside of my mouth was itching. I went to breaking out, and I kind of swole up all over, and I got breakout all over me. And then I went to itching, and I've spent several days here trying to peel the skin off of my body, digging at myself until I've turned myself black and blue and scratched from head to toe. And I've been a mess, just a royal mess.
So you have poison sumac on the inside of your body, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Not fun. Not fun, Brenda.
I mean, I can't sleep more than a half an hour before the itching starts back up. And I know there's people out there saying, oh, well, y'all try calamine lotion. Oh, y'all try this. Y'all try. Listen, I've tried everything. I've even tried Vicks Vapor Rub. I've tried everything. If it's in my cupboard, I've got it out and I've wallered in it. I've poured it in tubs and it's slathered all over and
Could
everything.
You imagine someone walk in unannounced? Why are you covered in peanut butter?
Yeah. You name it, I've lathered up in it. The Gold Bond anti-itch, the baking soda, the Epsom salts, you name it. I mean,
making me itchy now.
Oh my God, it's been horrible. So, and I peeled, I don't know how many layers of skin off the palms of my hands and the soles of my feet. It's maddening. So there you go. That's what's happened to me the past week. And I'm trying to come down off of that little glory train.
I hope that passes soon. Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir says, give biscuits and gravy a whole new use. How's that work? Do you scrub with the biscuit? Like the biscuit is like a sponge?
Yeah. He turned it into a loofah sponge. Let's see who all we got out there in the chat. We got Harmel Media out there. Hello, Steve. We got Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir's out there. We got Deborah Mosley out there. We've got Mel out there. Let's see who else we got out there.
David Ruby just showed up. Hi, David.
David Roby. Good to see you, David. And Lord, David, I am so ashamed of myself. I can't get well enough long enough to work on that project. He sent me. I don't know if I can get to it here or not. Yeah, I can. There it is. He sent me this beautiful board that he did this on, and I think he did that with his CNC machine. And I'm going to use that in the project. I've got a project earmarked for it, but I can't get well enough to do any of my projects. I've got a whole slew of them that I need to get done. And David, I really appreciate you sending that to me. And one of these days, if I can stop crazy things happening to me, I'll get on that project.
He says, no problem. Thanks for being understanding.
Yes, I'm ashamed that I haven't been able to get to that sooner because what's it been, over a year now that I've been wanting to get to that project. It's either going to be a tabletop or it's going to be inset in a top of a trunk. Depends on what kind of wood and stuff that I can find to make my project out of. But when I get it inlaid, then I'm going to do resin over the top of it.
That'll be nice.
I think it'll be real pretty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Resin's fun to work with. Kind of expensive to use, but fun to work.
Yeah, I've used it in some other projects that I've done. I've got some videos up on some of the things that I put it on, and I like working with it. And I think that, encasing that, make it look kind of three-dimensional, laid down in the top of the table or the top of the trunk will look really pretty. So that's my plan. Anyway,
well, get healthy and get on it.
I'm trying. Lord have mercy. You can't get well from one thing before something else goes wrong with you. And I'm trying to get my blood sugar down. I've been doing pretty good at that. I'm not back to normal range yet, but I'm getting her down. So, I'm working on several things at one time. Magnolia and sumac box.
No.
No, I try to stay away from the sumac as much as I possibly can. Had I known that that's what they's burning out there, I would have waited a week. I wouldn't have gone out even the next day, and let that stuff get out of the air before I'd have gone out there. Who in the world would have dreamed somebody would be burning something like that? And
it's crazy that the smoke carried all the nasty.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it will. You breathe that stuff, it gets in you.
Wow.
No, that it just carries in the smoke. It gets right in you. Oh, and I didn't realize it even when I come in, I'm thinking, well, I was itching pretty bad before, but now I'm itching even more. And then I realized my eyes were swelling up. I thought, what the hell are my eyes swelling like this for? And then my nose and mouth went to swelling. My lips were swelling up and the inside of my mouth went to itching. And, I smelled my clothes and his clothes was smelling like smoke. I thought, oh my God. So I run and I got in the shower, went to trying to wash anything that was on the top of me off, but you couldn't get it out from the inside of you.
No. What's the treatment for that? Like, what did they do for you? Just sweat it out?
Sometimes they tell you to take Benadryl. I tried Benadryl. All that did was dry me out. It didn't stop any of the itching or anything that I was going through. So I stopped taking that because I was just getting so dry. I was about ready to blow away. So, it's just, slather and stuff and wait it out. You try to, eat healthy and drink a lot of water and get it flushed out of your system and try to sleep. Just try.
Man, that sucks.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But even ever since I was a little kid, I've been allergic to the poison oak, poison ivy, and poison sumac. And
maybe if we have some interesting facts, it'll take your mind off of it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd come in here tonight and we'd see if we couldn't get a show going. And before we get going with it, though, since we got a few people here in the chat, I will mention that we have a new thing going here on Mind Equals Blown, because YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, decided that they take that little thing away from us there in the chat where you can click on them 3 buttons and you could click to bring up somebody's page, to see their channel. So we're going to go around that. We've got a thing here where you sign up on a spreadsheet. And if Matt will drop the link there, or drop the
you sign up on the form first. So
yeah. If you sign up on the form,
I'm putting it in the chat now.
Yeah, put the exclamation point sign up, and it's there it goes. You sign up on that form. Is all you need is your channel name and the URL to your channel. And then you'd need the second URL. And that one is the spreadsheet where your name will be dropped into, and it'll have everybody's name on it. There that one is. Those are the 2 that you need. And that's that way you get in. Now, I had some confusion last week. I had people messaging me because they thought that you could go to the spreadsheet and put their name in there.
Nope,
and no, it don't work that way.
View only spreadsheet.
Yeah. The spreadsheet is locked up so that nobody can tinker with it. And you just put your name there on that form, and it'll put it right in the spreadsheet for you. And we got
Sha-la-la-la Productions
in the house.
That's my friend Rob Lee. Hi, Rob. Everyone say hi to Sha-la-la-la Productions.
Hello, Rob.
Him and I might be doing a streaming show, probably to his Facebook page, also called Sha-la-la-la Productions. But we'll see about that. More to come.
More to come. Onward and upward.
Mark Lindsay CNC showed up. Hi, Mark Lindsay.
Hello, Mark. Good to see you. And so anyway, if you get signed up there and get on the spreadsheet, then everybody can go to that spreadsheet and go down through the list and see whose channels that they want to support. And, this way we can still get support for our channels and make friends. I hate not being able to click on somebody's chat and be able to see their page. There's a lot of times you see a name and you think, well, that's an interesting name. I wonder what they got on their channel. And you go to click on it and you can't get there.
Yeah, I think this is week 4 that feature has been removed. So yeah, go to the form, fill out the form. It's just your channel name and your channel URL. And then go to the spreadsheet and then start checking out channels. If you like them, push the red button, turn it gray, ring the bell, good to go. And you want to get in on this sooner, so your name will be at the top. So when new people come on 6 weeks from now, yours is going to be up top. They're going to click you first. So jump on that form.
Watch their videos and like their videos and leave comments on their videos. Tell them I sent you. And, that way you get their attention. Let them know that you're there.
Look at this. Mark Lindsay CNC just got done digging the second to last 8-foot section of a flower bed. I'll be glad it's finished. Well, then you come to my house and I need to dig up some rain spout that's buried underneath the ground, the rain. So got another job for you, Mark.
Well, if the weather clears up enough, I want to try to start putting my garden out this week. Starting on Monday, I think it's calling for rain about every day, which, that's standard. When I get ready to plant the garden, it just, comes in buckets. But, I may have to mud it in. But there's going to be a garden going in out here this year.
Mark says I can't afford him. Do you accept tacos as payment, Mark? I can hook you up. Bill Gates can't afford him, he says. Well, I don't know about that. That man, he sneezes and $500 falls off the table.
Speaking of tacos, I had one I wanted to tell you, and I forgot about it last week, but I'd placed an order with Walmart. You know how you go and drive up there and they put the groceries in your vehicle. And the only thing they didn't have on my list, and I haven't even bought these in years, but I decided I've got some stuff here. I thought, well, I could make tacos with them. I haven't had tacos in forever. I thought that might be a nice change. So I'd ordered taco shells. It's the only thing on my list they didn't have.
Oh, all the other ingredients they gave you, but not the shells.
Well, I had everything here to make tacos except the shells. And so I thought, well, I'll just order some taco shells. And,
Do you have lettuce? Just make taco salad.
Yeah, I've got some chicken strip things, that I thought, well, that could use that. And I've got cheese, and I've got sour cream, and I got lettuce, and I've got salsa, and I thought, yeah, I could stir up some tacos with that stuff. And I thought, now I just need the shell. And they didn't have any taco shells. I thought Matt would get a kick out of that one.
What's wrong with Walmart not having taco shell?
Only thing on the list.
Dropping some interesting facts in here. That's what we do here, folks. You put an interesting but true fact in the chat room, and if it blows our minds, you will be rewarded with free stuff. The free stuff is virtual tacos from me and cowbell rings from Brenda.
That's right. They ain't worth anything, but they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are. And we've given out 0 virtual tacos. So if you have a true but interesting fact, now is the time. And you could be awarded the first virtual taco of the night.
Terry Marker's in the house. Say hey to Terry.
Oh, Terry slip in. Hi, Terry Marker.
Terry lives up north of me, up in the corner of Indiana. And good to see Terry in the house.
For all the rain that comes in my way in Pennsylvania.
Well, Terry and Jim Bashir's and me, we have a triangular thing going on, because Jim's over there on the west side of the state, pretty close to Chi-Town. And then Terry's up on the east corner, and then I'm about halfway down on the east side of the state. So we have a kind of a triangular thing. We're trying to hold down the state,
Gotcha.
Keep it from flying off the map.
Like put the line between, draw the barrier, and then scream real loud, "You shall not pass."
I'm wondering if I could send them both Dixie cups. We could just talk into Dixie cups and hear each other.
You know how that works for you. Maybe you could corner the market, spin up a new product. Hey, the funniest unfunny guy just showed up.
The funniest unfunny guy is in the house. Bless your heart. Thank you for coming.
What a great YouTube channel.
If you have not checked out this guy's channel, you got to check it out. I'm telling you.
Tell him what to put his stuff in the spreadsheet.
Here's what you got to do. Is you put your channel name and your URL to your channel on this spreadsheet. We're going to drop the link here. And then that will put it over on our spreadsheet so people can find channels, since they took the thing away from us to be able to click on the 3 dots and stuff. This guy, he is phenomenal. I love him to death. He does Walmart videos showing you about clearance things in the Walmart. And he's got the nicest family you've ever seen. I couldn't say enough nice things about this guy.
Let me share his channel. I'll do a raise the curtain.
All right, do a raise the curtain on him.
He's getting a raise the curtain whether he likes it or not.
I want to adopt him and his family so bad. And I don't say that about very many people. But let me click on this. Get it up here.
Yeah.
There we go. No, that's not it. That's not it.
The funniest unfunny guy.
No, that's not him.
It's the same logo. Is this not you, funniest unfunny guy?
No, that's not him.
It's the exact same. Is someone in person impersonating him?
Well, it could be, but that's not the one that I was thinking of.
FUNNIEST, unfunny guy. It's exactly the same. This is it.
Well, then that's not the one I was thinking of. But God love you anyway. I have to check your channel out. The one I was thinking of was the one that does the Walmart videos.
Oh, okay. Well, we're glad you're here watching the show.
Boy, am I embarrassed. God love you anyway. Bless your heart for coming.
No, he says
that's check your channel out.
Well, I guess yeah, Brenda had you confused.
Yep. Well, that's not hard for me to do in my stupor.
Oh, he says he's funnier than the other guy you were thinking
funnier?
of.
Okay. Well, I'll check your channel out. And but yeah, there is another one that calls himself the funniest unfunny guy, and he does Walmart videos, and he's just the sweetest man. He lives down toward Houston, Texas, down there, and I thought that was him.
Stephanie W just showed up. Hi, Stephanie W. Welcome
Hey,
to the
Stephanie.
show.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming. And everybody be sure and get signed up on that spreadsheet and get your name over there signed up on the sign up sheet and get your name over there on the spreadsheet so everybody can check your channels out. And Matt's going to be dumping them URLs in the chat ever so often there so you can check them out.
$ sign up. Not $! Exclamation mark sign up will get you the form. An exclamation mark spreadsheet will get you the spreadsheet. If you type that into the chat like I'm doing.
Yeah. The sign up sheet's how you get on the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is for you to be able to check everybody's channels out.
And the spreadsheet is read only. So you must put your stuff on through the form, through the sign up form. Don't try and edit the spreadsheet. You'll go nuts. You're like, my computer's not working. It's locked, believe me.
Well, it was more like there's something wrong with your spreadsheet. You mean there's something wrong with the spreadsheet? Well, I can't get my name on there. Well, did you go through the form? You're supposed to go through the form.
We should put something on the top saying, we should put the form URL like in row 1. So like, go here, dumbass. No, I didn't say that. Hey, Simply Wooden Creations slipped in here. Hi, Simply Wooden Creations.
Good to see you, Russ. If anybody doesn't know his channel, you need to go and check him out. I believe he is on the spreadsheet. And he does a Saturday night live stream with a panel. And I'm going to try to be there this week. As rough as I've been feeling, I have not been able to make his morning show because sleep is not something that's been accessible to me this past week. About a half an hour at a time and about at least 5 hours in between those half hours. And it's been rough week.
TFL Works just showed up. You said hi, everyone. Hi, TFL Works.
Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Anybody got any facts for us this week?
True and interesting facts. Drop them in the chat. Could be any true fact.
Because my hands are itching. I need to beat this bell.
Yeah. And I have virtual tacos. They're going to go bad if I don't give them out. So you'll get awarded a virtual taco if you put an interesting fact in there.
Get them while they're tacos. They'll be mold after a while.
Sad.
Somebody's science project.
Tacos should not be moldy.
Oh, well, let's see here. Jim Bashir says that there is Native American used to prepare a beverage known as Indian lemonade or sumac. Oh, Lord. Sumac aid, which with the sumac fruit.
Is that worthy of a virtual taco?
I ought to hit him with the cowbell for that.
I'm giving him a virtual taco anyway. Shalala Productions asked, is that a squid on your microphone? And the answer is yes, and I have one too. These were made by Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir. Thank you.
Well, actually, they're octopus. But
did you say octopus or squid? Okay, octopus. Yeah.
They come off a 3D printer, just like that. There's no assembly required.
Yeah, they 3D print the links without the two parts touching. It's quite an engineering miracle if you think about it.
That's why we thought they were so cool.
Yeah.
And so everybody has been hitting him up to get the
we named them after the Pac-Man ghosts. Mine's Inky, hers is Pinky, the blue one's Blinky, and the orange one is Clyde. And someone has a glow-in-the-dark one. We haven't figured out which one that was yet. Shalala Production says, fact, Matt and Brenda are awesome. But I guess we're so awesome we don't need the E at the end of the word awesome that he didn't put on. Okay, Shalala Productions, you are getting the second virtual taco of the night. That counts.
Jim Bashir's saying that sumac was once used as a treatment for half a dozen different ailments in medieval medicine. Well, if they wanted to kill the person.
Yeah. Maybe it was to cure you from witches. Sounds like torture to me.
Because all it does to me is just break me out and make me itch.
Native Americans smoke cigarettes made of dried leaves and sumac fruit. Native Americans would smoke some nasty stuff. Sumac belongs to the cashew family. Well, cashews are delicious.
Yeah, I get along with cashews, but I do not get along with sumac. I wrote a song once about poison sumac and sung it on one of my live streams. And I was swimming in an ocean of calamine lotion because poison sumac don't like me.
Yeah. Mark Lindsay's got an interesting fact. Can you read that while I gift him a taco?
Let's see. He says eyeglasses were invented in 1284 and have gone virtually unchanged since. And Jim Bashir says some sumac species contain toxins causing severe allergic reactions in some people. Yeah. I'm proof of that.
Carrie Mace just showed up, and we got a super chat from C Dub's Journey.
C Dubs is in the house. Bless your heart. Thank you very much for the super chat.
We're turning on the super chat lights right here. I'll do a little bit of dancing for you.
Yep. We'll do the itchy dance.
The scratchy dance.
Poor C Dub, she's been wanting to talk to me for about a week now, and I ain't been able to talk to her because I've been feeling so bad. I'm trying to pull myself together. It is not an easy task.
She says, blessings on you, Brenda, with the heart. Thank you for that. Catchy tune, says Sha-la-la-la Productions.
Yeah, like my calamine lotion song.
The Great Wall of China is 1,500 miles long, says Dave Roby. Cool. That's a long wall.
How would you like to walk that?
I would put a motorcycle on top of it and do it that way. Does that count?
Did you ever see the episode of Drew Carey's show where Mimi had him kidnapped and dumped on the China Wall?
Probably. Yeah, I think I did.
And he's stuck over there with no passport or anything.
Yeah, Carey's Drew Carey. Yeah. Man. That's a crazy show.
That was probably the best episode ever when she did that.
We love you too, C-Dub. She says, love you guys.
Yep, we love you too, honey. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Look what Sha-la-la-la Productions wrote. See, Eddie doesn't have anything on Matt on the dance floor. I was sharing my dance video from 2015 when I won the dance competition in my town.
We will get back to the giveaways eventually. I'm waiting for things to calm down with this quarantine, stay at home, don't go out unless you have to order stuff they got going on. With my body being run down, I don't need to get out there and expose myself to nothing. So, even my shopping and stuff I've been doing online. So, as soon as things calm down and I get myself pulled back together, then we'll go back to doing some drawings.
Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel just showed up. He says, yo, hi, Frankie. And look at what Mark Lindsay wrote. He says, fact, in 1993, researchers at the University of Cambridge were too lazy to check to see if the coffee pot was empty or full, so they invented the webcam to keep an eye on it. And that is true. The first webcam, the internet was very slow back in the day, especially in 1993.
That's 1998.
This is in 1993. Researchers at the University.
Is my eyes that messed up?
Yeah, it's 1993. So you could only push it like an image every 3 seconds. It was you couldn't push that much bandwidth. So the first webcam, it changed like every 3 seconds, and that was more than enough to see where the coffee pot was. Because, who cares if you missed second 2 or second 3 if you saw second 1? You know what I mean? It's not like a sporting event that you've got to catch every frame. So, yeah, a coffee pot was the perfect use case for the first webcam, and it was Cambridge. Cambridge is a prestigious university.
I swear to God, that says 1998.
It's 1993.
Boy, my eyes are still messed up big time from all the
Wow.
swelling.
How many
But
fingers?
anyway,
How many fingers am I holding up?
5.
Yeah, maybe we should cut the stream early. And my son lived in Cambridge. Yeah. No, that's one of the best universities in the whole world is Cambridge. If someone says they're from Cambridge, you're like, holy crap.
I didn't even get on the internet until 96, 97, sometime in there.
No, yeah, I was on when it first happened, with AOL, and the web browsers were Netscape Navigator. Remember that?
Yeah.
And there were even web browsers that were all text, like Gopher web. Yeah. I took a class on the internet. The class was called The Internet. It was how to surf the internet before when the all text browsers were still popular.
I think it was, now I could be wrong, but I think it was Windows 3.1 was the first browser that I had.
Oh no, because I remember websites were like best viewed on Netscape Navigator. There's a plugin you can put in that turns any website into a 1993 version website. It's like the early 90s website, and everything's all GIFs flashing.
Mm-hmm.
Like icons in borders with the raised, sculpted raised border. It's just very 90s looking. It's amazing.
My husband had built the very first computer that I used, and I was all excited, and I went to the store and I saw all these cool programs and stuff that it said plug and play, and so I brought these things home to plug into that computer, couldn't get them to work. And I had some buddies that knew a little bit about computers, so I said, why can't I get this to work? And they'd come over and they work on it and they'd say, look, this is a homebrew computer and it's not going to handle the stuff that you're wanting to do. You're going to have to upgrade to a better computer to get this stuff to work. So I ended up having to upgrade, but yeah, I said, well, it's not plug and play, it's plug and pray.
Yeah.
You pay all this money for these programs, and then you find out you can't use them because they won't work on the doggone computer. And I was all frustrated.
Alta Vista. Yeah. Shalalala production. That was the, when they had multiple web search engines, because they had Excite was a very popular one. Yahoo was popular. Alta Vista was popular. And then there was Google. And Google was always a little bit better than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to be light years better. You just had to be one smidgen better than the rest. And over time, now all there is Google. Well, if you count Bing, but who counts Bing?
Or DuckDuckGo.
Well, yeah, that's for
Dogpile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all of them.
my colleagues invested in AOL back before, Netscape Navigator, like where most people were on AOL. They bought that AOL stock and they raked in tens of thousands of dollars in profit. You just printed your own money when you bought that stock. Now, I didn't have disposable income back at that time in my career, but a lot of my colleagues did, and they made out. Now it's defunct. It's gone. AOL, bye-bye.
Shalala says, interesting fact, only about 10% of the world's currency is physical money. The rest only exists on computers.
That's true.
And that's the way we're headed.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's all virtual.
I think we ought to just go back to rocks. Trading for rocks.
Barter, yeah. Ever used Metacrawler back in the day, Matt? No, I never used Metacrawler. It was a search engine that searched the various search engines and gave you a collated search result. Wow. That's pretty hardcore, but no. Metacrawler never did use that.
Shalala says, ask Jeeves. I tried asking Jeeves a few times, but he was dumber than a rock. So
it never worked.
I couldn't deal with Jeeves.
Iron Firehorse is here.
So hey, good to see you.
Glad to have you back on the channel.
See you.
My parents have an AOL account. Do you know you can have an AOL account because I guess you can still get. Is it still even active?
I
I
don't
thought they
know.
shut the whole thing down.
I
But
never
at the
had AOL.
time, they said if you called them, then you wouldn't have to pay the $9.99 a month. But if you didn't call them, you still had to pay it. And here's these old grandmas with the dial-up internet still paying $10 a month to AOL. All you have to do is fill out a form or call them and say you don't want to pay it. Heck, I still use my AOL email address. In fact, I use more than one. Well, okay.
Jim Bashir says Brenda asked Jeeves so much he got a restraining order.
Jim. Rock, paper, scissors, and barter for a pencil, says Shalala Productions. AOL is still very active. Lots of folks throughout the U.S. can't get access to broadband. Well, okay. My brother-in-law, well, former brother-in-law, worked for AOL as a senior engineer. He worked in the server room, and yeah, but whatever. Portal Woodworks is here. Says howdy, y'all. Hi, Portal.
Good to see you. Yeah, they used to send out discs all the time.
I know, right?
And I used them for coasters.
Oh my God. I moved to a different part of the neighborhood, but my old house, there was a tree, and she used to hang CD-ROMs from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
She thought that was so beautiful. And I'm like, tacky. I bet you some of them were AOL discs too from back in the day.
Yeah, it was like every other day there'd be one in your mailbox, you know.
My stepdad hasn't used money to buy any truck he's owned since the 90s, says Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel. How does he buy trucks without money?
Trades.
I guess. Mark Lindsay, I still have AOL discs. Do you remember? Because it used to be you get X amount of minutes free, and it used to be like 12 hours free, and then it was like 24 hours free, and then it was 2 days free, and then it just kept going. It was like a month free, and then it was like a ridiculous amount of hours free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, geez.
Yep.
Strange marketing tactic. Oh my God, the dreaded CD crafts, LOL, says Iron Fire Horse. I know, right?
Yeah.
We used to ship a lot of CDs. So we used to burn data on CDs and put it in FedEx back before the internet was really fast. And the jewel cases would always crush. But if you get those jewel cases that were half thickness,
mm-hmm.
those things would survive. Like it would never break. But the thicker ones that you would get in like the record store when you bought your CDs there, they would just crush like candy in the mail. I remember.
Shala's leaving us. Has to go make dinner. Well, make some for the rest of us too.
Thank you for stopping by, Rob. That's the name. Rob is Rob Lee, like Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
he's
related.
Bruce Lee's illegitimate child.
Is he related to Bob Lee?
To Bruce Lee? He might be related. He looks like Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Yeah,
he does.
It's a tight family.
I guess so.
Mark says, I still have a box of 3.5-inch floppy disks that have my AutoCAD software on them. I've got a whole ton of different kinds of CDs here someplace too. I
got floppies probably in that closet, or if not, down in the garage.
We don't want to hear where you keep your floppy. Oh gosh!
I have a hard drive too.
And I heard you brag about it all the time too.
The lyra bird can mimic almost any sound it hears, including chainsaws, says Mel Mel. That's worthy of a virtual taco. Minor bird. Is it the minor bird? She put lyra bird. L-Y.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the minor bird.
Minor bird, yeah. I was watching a YouTube where someone owned a raven.
Mm-hmm.
And this raven was in a great mood. It was loving all up on the owner, and it was just very pleasant. She says, I don't know why he's in such a good mood. She's usually a bastard. Mm-hmm. They're ornery birds, man. They get
Yeah, ravens will steal stuff too. They like shiny things, and they'll steal things.
they say they have the intelligence or the temperament of a 7-year-old human child, which is pretty good because don't parrots have like a 3-year-old? Like they're
but right around in there.
But they're super intelligent, the ravens.
Mel says wildlife watchers have recorded the Australian species copying not only other birds, but other animals like koalas and artificial sounds such as car alarms and camera shutters.
Wow. That's
now,
crazy.
See, Fred's never done anything like that. He'll blow kisses. He does, because I'll sit there, and do, and he'll do that back to me, blows kisses, and he'll chatter. He never really talks. He just kind of chatters under his breath, real quiet. He whistles. He does the wolf whistle, and he will whistle songs, but it's his version. It's never, the popular song. It's just his version. You if you listen to it long enough, you'll pick out little pieces. You say, "Oh, okay, that's what he's trying to whistle," but that's his version of it. He rewrites the songs.
Okay. He's a very creative bird.
Yeah.
Nice. This raven was talking on YouTube. It was saying hello, and it was saying hi, and it was saying yuck, yuck, yuck for some reason. I don't know why.
Fred does flips in his cage. He'll crawl down to one side of the cage, and when he gets to the front, then he gets up on top and turns a somersault down on the front of the cage. And so the big thing is he does this, and I'm supposed to say, "What you doing?" And then he'll do it again. And we do this until he gets tired of doing it, and then he goes back and gets on the perch.
Did he train you or did you train him?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Wow. Nice.
But yeah, if I don't say it, I'm just looking at him when he turns. He just puts his little beak right up against the bars like, "Why aren't you saying it? Why aren't you saying it?"
Oh.
But yeah, he's got to be getting close to 20 years old now. I don't know how long he'll live. Different things give you different numbers. Some of them say they live to be around 15 to 20, and some say they get to be about 35. So I don't know. He'll live as long as he is intended, I suppose. But I'll miss him when he's gone because he's a little clown.
Sure. Mark Lindsay clarified that it is spelled right. That's an Australian version of what we were talking about, the lyra bird or lyrebird, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. It's been said that nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine. Yeah, we heard that before. That's yuck. That's a large percentage. 3 doesn't sound like a very lot, but my God. It's a lot.
Yeah, I think it was last week somebody brought that up, and I said, "How do they get on the documentaries the pictures of where they go and film these penguins and seals and stuff to look so pristine?" Because that they're covered in penguin crap and seal crap and whatever.
I think I said last time the white balance is off on the camera, so it just all looks white.
Okay, what'd you do? You move these animals, relocate them to a different area, and take the picture real quick before they crap all over everything. I've lived on a farm. I know what it's all about now.
Mel says, Whatcom County in the state of Washington unanimously passed a resolution declaring the region a Sasquatch protection and refuge area. Got to protect those Sasquatch.
Yep.
Man. Or as they say on Trailer Park Boys. I don't know if anyone's watched that series. The Sam Squatch. Bubbles. Do you remember Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys? That's a funny show. That is a funny show. Oh my God.
Iron Firehorse is asking, isn't most of Mount Everest made of human urine and waste?
Oh, they say it's heavily polluted. All the people trying to make the trek. It's crazy. I think there's like a 2-week window when it's a little bit less deadly in the summer when it's, reasonably good weather. If you
Can
can,
you imagine being tied to a bunch of people on a line and your stomach rolls over?
I can't imagine doing anything on Mount Everest.
You're
No.
trying to climb the side of that thing, and tied to a bunch of folks, and your stomach just decides that it's going to do a little dance.
There's a lot of health problems on that island. On that mountain for sure.
I mean, what do?
Just you
Hey,
let
everybody, we got to find a flat spot.
you let it go wherever you're at. China owns nearly all of the pandas in the world, even the ones you see at zoos. They rent them out for about $1 million a year. Yeah. Yeah, a panda is unobtainable by anyone except local governments who can pay $1 million.
How come you never hear of panda attacks?
They're so fluffy and they cuddle, They eat leaves.
But they're a bear.
Now, I don't think they're technically bears. I think they're something else.
But they're still a critter, and they're not domesticated.
My dog looks like a panda, has markings like a panda. My little Shih Tzu. Yeah. No, yeah, because my wife's like, I want a panda. I'm like, we can't afford it. Nobody can. Although I thought they figured out how to breed them, and they had a population explosion. Like whatever they did, they made it to where, they were very fertile, and they would always have multiples. Because it's very hard to breed them forever until very recently.
Everybody be sure and put a thumbs up on the vid and tell your friends about the spreadsheet and the sign-up sheet, because there's no reason we shouldn't be getting that thing filled up. I have not been able to do a whole lot with it this past week because of all the health issues that I've had, but look at all the folks that we've had on the networking streams and stuff, this is free advertising. If nothing else, it's free advertising. People go down through there, check out your channel, and you see what you have to offer. You can't ask for more than that. So, tell all your networking buddies, hey, you know what Brenda G's doing over there? Go over there and get a hold of that URL and get on that sign up sheet and get your name up there on the spreadsheet. Let's see, we've got some more.
People are confirming that a panda is a bear. There are characteristics with raccoons, but genetic research says it's mostly bear. So they're saying it's a bear. Okay, good to know.
A panda can poop 28 kilos per day. That's a lot of panda poop.
For $50K, you can have your pet cloned. Ooh.
Well, Lord have mercy. After you put up with the one. It's like the youngins, you tell your youngins, you're the poster child for birth control.
My dog's a prima donna, let me tell you. She walks with her head held high.
I've got 2 of them. They think their name is Jesus Christ and damn it.
They can eat a crap ton of bamboo per day, so not surprised, LOL, says Iron Fire Horse. We should put one on Javi's property in Florida. He's got bamboo. Just let him munch on it for a couple hours. A metric crap ton, says Jim Bashir. Yeah. Oh.
Lord have mercy.
No.
I used to have a whole slew of dogs. I used to show dogs. And at one time I had 15. That is a lot of crap to clean up, I'll tell you what.
Too much for me. Lord Byron allegedly kept a pet bear in his dorm room while studying at Cambridge University. There's Cambridge again.
Yep.
Mel said that. Crazy. Crazy.
Iron Firehorse says that they're burning dinner.
Uh-oh.
Lord, you don't want to do that here. I've seen the firemen in this town. They ain't from that calendar. I guarantee they are not from that calendar. Now, what happened one time is I decided about 11 o'clock one night that I wanted some popcorn. So I went out to the kitchen and I made popcorn on the stove. And then I thought, I'd like to have some melted butter on that. And so I melted some butter, and a little wisp of smoke from the butter went up and hit that fire alarm. And my security alarm thing went off. My phone was buried in my purse across the house. By the time I got to my phone, they had hung up. And when they hang up, they call the fire department. So I'm frantically calling them back, and I get the woman on the phone. I said, call the fire department back, tell them not to come. There is no fire here. It was just a little wisp of smoke that came up from the butter on the stove, and there's no need for the fire. In the meantime, I hear the sirens. And the fire department shows up at the door, so I had to go out and tell them there's no fire here. It's false alarm. And I said, but we got the call. And I said, I know you got the call, but they got their shorts in a bunch, and there's no fire here. And trying to explain to him, but I'll tell you, those was the ugliest fellers I think I've ever seen in my life that showed up at my door. And I thought, I do not want any fire here at my house because this is a misnomer. You think you're gonna get them pretty boys? They ain't in this town.
Oh dear.
I don't know where they're hiding, but they ain't here.
So you're not buying the fireman calendar for 2021.
Not from this town. No. No.
Terry Marker says, try 400 rabbits. I don't know what that's in reference to, but okay.
400 rabbits poop.
Oh.
Well, Terry, I'll tell you, I had one of the largest rabbitries in the United States back in the 90s.
So would you call it a rabbitry?
Yep, rabbitry. I had over 1,000 head of rabbits. I had 17 out of the 44 recognized breeds by the American Rabbit Breeders Association. And if you think 400 put out a lot, you should try over 1,000.
Did you have any wabbits?
I had all kinds, rabbits, wabbits, and you name it. Floppy-eared, long-eared, short-eared.
Did you ever tell someone, shh, I'm hunting wabbits?
I had people that would come and clean my barn out for me just for the manure for their gardens, because that's some of the best manure that you can use on a garden to fertilize it.
Really? What makes rabbit poop better for gardens?
I guess it's their diet.
Mark says, talk about first world problem. My firemen are ugly.
Yeah, that's one of the problems of this town. See, if they put me in charge of things, it would be a lot different around here.
Competence level in our firemen is the lowest standard. They've got to be good looking.
That's right.
That's priority number one.
That's number one.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they got to look good on the calendar.
Who cares if the corner store burns down?
We don't need no ugly firemen around here.
Be a better place. Ha 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 ha. Says Iron Firehorse.
Yep, I'd change a whole lot of things. I done told the chief of police because he told me, he said, you need to just get on city council is what you need to do. And I said, you better hope that I don't get on city council, because the first thing I'll do is see that you're fired.
You're killing me over here, Brenda.
That shut him up.
I can only imagine you in any position of power. The next order of business, Lord, here we go again. You'd be like, motion to approve the entire agenda. All in favor? Approved.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, Fire Chief Brenda headhunts for her firefighters at Chippendale.
That's right. Them Chippendale dancers ought to make good firefighters, don't you think? I mean, they're pretty buff. They'd be able to haul them hoses and all that stuff them firefighters do. Yeah.
Oh, I'm laughing too hard. My face hurts.
The only thing our department saves is the address. Well, actually, these couldn't even get that right. They was headed to the church next door when I went out on the porch. I had to wave them over here. And they said, oh, we thought it was the church. And I said, well, if you check the address over here and you check the address over there, you'll see that she's called to this address. But there's no fire here. They went in and checked the church anyway.
Well, not only are they ugly, they'll show up to the wrong house.
Yeah. Yeah. They're incompetent. Yeah.
One problem you aren't thinking about, Brenda, says Mark Lindsay CNC. Arson charges against half the female population of your county.
It ain't on fire yet, but it's about to be.
One of our local fire departments burned down, says Portal Woodworks. What? How is that possible?
And they left the stove on when they went to fight fire.
But they're firefighters and they're there 24/7.
Not if they're out fighting a fire.
Wow.
But they've done left the building.
Crazy.
I think everybody heard my story about when the chief of police showed up here at my house over a weed that had grown up back behind my garage on the alley because it was against some kind of ordinance that they have in this town. And I said, okay. At first I looked for the cameras because I thought I got to be on candid camera or something. And when I couldn't find the cameras, I said, let me get this straight. You're at my house to bother me over one weed behind a garage on an alley. And you are the chief of police? That's right. And I said, you have nothing better to do with your time. I said, hell, if it's just one weed, why didn't you pull it? And me and him went around and around and around for 2 weeks. We went around and around it. Then when it came to a head, well, you just need to get on city council. Oh, you better hope I don't.
See, most people don't pick fights with the chief of police. That's someone you don't like. Whatever the chief of police says versus someone else, the chief of police always wins. That's a
Not
big
here.
bear to poke.
Not here. Not when they lie to me. I mean, he told me that it was an anonymous complaint, and then he said that he should write me a citation. And I said, I wish you would. And he just kind of looked at me. I said, look, I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, but I know damn good and well that you can't write me a citation on an anonymous complaint because you can't make it stick. You've either got to tell me who turned me in or you got to walk. So which is it going to be? One or the other.
Crazy. My friend's mother had plants growing that looked just like marijuana plants. They were not marijuana plants, but they looked very similar. And cops would stop all the time because they would just glance and see it. Not that they were called there. And they were like, here we go again.
I need some of that. I'll plant it right in the front yard.
Mel says, you know your stuff, Brenda.
That's right. You got to know what your rights are. You let them walk all over you otherwise.
That's how Sonny Bono got into politics. He ran for mayor of Palm Springs and won just so he could fire the head of the planning department who wouldn't approve a sign for his restaurant. Sonny Bono.
Yep.
That's right. He was legitimately the mayor of Palm Springs. Rockstar 8970 Abel is here.
Good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Good to have rock stars in the house.
That's right. And we might mention again here, just because we're going to be shutting her down soon, but we'll mention anybody that doesn't know about our support thing that we got going. YouTube has decided in their infinite wisdom that we should not be allowed to click the 3 buttons beside somebody's comments in the chat and pull up their channel to take a look at it and make friends here. So we have 2 steps that you need to go through. to be able to see people's channels, if you'd be so kind, is to go to that first URL that's dropped in there by Stream Elements for the spread or the
sign up
sheet, and sign up. Is all you need is your channel name and the URL for your channel. That puts you on the spreadsheet. Then you can go over to that spreadsheet and see everybody else that's signed up there on that spreadsheet and check out their channels and support them or make friends with them and like their videos and comment on their videos, learn from them. Some of them are great editors on videos. Some of them have better audio than others, and just check them out and see what they got to say. Let's see. There's our spreadsheet. How many we got on there, Matt?
15.
All right.
So there we go. Then you can start from the top and work your way down and check out the channels. And if you like them, you can support them. And if you don't like them, don't support them. Only support them if you think you're going to watch their stuff in the future.
Yeah. But this is how we make friends and network.
And the spreadsheet is locked. It's read only. You put your name on by following the first link, which I'm not showing. The first link is the form, which I can't render the form because I already filled it out. You can only fill it out once. But yeah, go to the form first, and then you go to the spreadsheet and click away.
Yep. That's how we're going to be able to make friends here on YouTube. It's very frustrating to me to be in a chat and want to go to somebody's channel to see what kind of videos and stuff that they make and what's going on with them. Or somebody might mention, hey, I put out a video about whatever the other day, and so I think, hey, I might like to look at that, and you can't find their channel. So this way, everybody that comes in my chat, you get signed up there on that.
My moderator just showed up. Boycott Matt Haas. Hello, boycott Matt Haas.
I refuse to do it, piano boy. But this way you can check out each other's channels and see what people have to offer. So that's a great way to do it.
Well, you want to wrap her up?
I think we'll wrap it up for tonight. And that way I can go back and slather in some more calamine or something. Oh, good God. I hope this lets up soon. It's better today than it was yesterday. Every day it's just, minute little bit better.
Well,
so
trending in the right direction. I'll buy that.
I
hope you feel fully better real soon.
Yeah. Sooner rather than later. There's a day or two there I prayed to die. It was so bad. But thank you all for coming. Bless your hearts. And
I stream on Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern on All Things YouTube. The full show, 7 p.m. Eastern every Monday. Monday. And
I'll be putting out a Heifer Haven later tonight for you, so you have some more entertainment coming. Be sure and check. If you have not rung the bell, ring the bell so it'll notify you when I put the next Heifer Haven up.
Drop a like on this video before you leave. And I did drop a like before the show, so I want credit for today's show.
Well, you get credit for today's show. I won't have to hit the button on you.
There you go.
And we'll see y'all on the interwebs. Bye, everybody.
Later.